let's see how many people this time go ahead and tell me that I need to make myself presentable for this live. That's been people's favorite thing to tell me is, you need to make yourself look more presentable. I live and work on a farm. That's how I look. Hope we can have a quick little live, get some chit chats in before I have to start doing chores. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Sorry if it, I keep going and keep checking my my battery because my phone is on like 9%, so I keep checking it. I just wanted to do a quick little live and just see how y'all are doing. I feel like I haven't gotten to talk to y'all as much, and I feel like I just wanted a bit of normalcy with just a quick little live. For whoever asked, yes, Corny's at the door. I'm not going to show you the mess he's made. That is a new thing that has been added to my chore for tonight, is to clean up what Cornelio did. Yeah. How am I? I'm here. I'm okay. You know, I think I've found some closure. I think implementing new changes kind of has given me a sense of closure. Hi, Wilbur. Wilbur's out today. He finds times to get out, and then he just comes and joins us, and just kind of let him walk around because he enjoys it. Huh, Wilbur? Say, I enjoy it, Mom. Yeah. Yeah, so we're here, and then, you know, just dealing with comments as usual. I found it's been harder in the wake of trying to make change. That's also something I kind of wanted to talk about. So yeah. But yeah, Courtney is here at the door. Did I get rid of the peacocks? Oh, hi, love. No, we did not get rid of the peacocks. We are on a mission to get rid of waterfowl, because the waterfowl are the ones that are in the pastures. And we did get rid of a lot of waterfowl. I say get rid of, we rehomed them. I actually heard how they're doing today. If you didn't know, we didn't get nearly as many ducks as we wanted to. We probably got like 10 ducks, which is a good number, but we wanted to get more, and it was just like, I'm sure Ellie will make a video of it. It was literally mission impossible. And I'll tell you what happened to me when we were getting the geese in just a minute. Yeah, so we weren't able to get as many ducks as we wanted to. We did get Sassy, who lays the 17 eggs, and I told Austin, I said she lays her eggs up high. And it seems to be the problem, is I think a lot of people wanted to tell me, well, let the pigs go in there and eat the eggs. Yeah, but the birds got smart and have evolved, and now they put the eggs, their nests up high. Sorry. Yeah, so I told Austin, I said, do you want Sassy? If you don't want Sassy, I will rehome her to somebody who will be able to keep up with her influx of eggs. You know, she also is really mean when it comes to getting her eggs. She's left bruises on my hand this week from when I was getting them. And he's like, no, we'll take her, you know, we have a huge pond. They have an acre of just pond. So really excited for them. My mom got a picture of them. I haven't asked yet, but I just asked how they were doing, and she got a picture of them, specifically the geese that we rehomed in his pond, and they were really happy and just living their happy geese life. So I'm really, really happy for them that they're doing good. And Operation Catch the Rest of the Ducks will happen this weekend, and we have a totally different plan to go about this. We probably have honestly, I can't tell you how many more we have left because it's hard to get a count on them. But yeah, the waterfowl is what we're trying to do to just add another preventative layer. And to be fair to the waterfowl, they need a big pond, you know? We need to give them more than what we can support in our pond. And so I'm really happy that we're able to do that. So some people were asking me about the chickens. Yes, the chickens are free range right now, but the chickens don't go in the pasture. The chickens stay in the garden area and in their runs, and so that's where all of their... Rooster, stop. Rooster, stop. Don't do that. That's gross, Rooster. Sorry. So the chickens stay in the garden area, and we're going to do an overhaul to their runs and get them fixed up because I don't know if y'all know, but during the flood and Hurricane Beryl, they got destroyed, kind of. Like, just a lot of the wire, the zip ties from the wire just got, like, pulled apart, and the wire's just not in good condition anymore. And so after that, we decided, well, we're coming up on summer anyways, which is really hard for the chickens, so we'll let them free range for a little bit. And then once we start to get cooler temperatures, like... One honking. Anyways, once we get to cooler temperatures like we are right now, we'll start putting them back in their runs and doing like supervised free range time. So that's coming up. That's a project for this week, but that was just something we kind of put on the back burner because there were more important things with the summer. Phoebe! Leave the birds alone. Yeah, so what happened on Sunday, oh my gosh, my phone's on 6%, so I probably only have a few minutes to tell this story. I thought I'd have a little more charge, but that's okay. It's okay, Rooster. And the sun is starting to set pretty early, so a little thrown off there with that. We're losing daylight. Every day we lose like 2 minutes, I think. Anyways, so what happened on Sunday, we were going to catch geese, and there is one goose that was massive, and I was up on the berm in the pond, and I caught him. Like, they caught him, and they like gave him to me so they could go quarter more. And so I had him, and normally I can just, I'm good at holding the bird's wings down and picking him up, but this one was just too big and way too strong for me while it had been hot. And he turned around and he got one of his wings loose, and he flopped his just that one feather wing thing, and he flopped it and he hit me right here in the ear. And I immediately knew when he hit me, I knew, okay, drop the goose, because you're about to go backwards. Like, I felt dizzy immediately when it happened. I was like, okay, I'm to do what I can to protect myself. Drop the goose, and I'm gonna hit the ground myself so I can control where my head hits. So I hit the ground, and for a second, I think Lester has a video of it. I don't know. I think he should release it. It looks really dramatic, but it hurt so bad. And you know, your equilibrium or something is in your ears. And so when he hit me there, first thought was, okay, concussion? Like, what is happening? And so I started trying to get up, and that didn't happen. And I started crying because it hurt so bad. If you have never been hit by a goose before, 10 out of 10 do not recommend it. Not fun. And so then the rest of the day, I was just kind of, I'm not gonna say dizzy, I was just kind of wonky. Things weren't right. And so I feel better today. I laugh about it now. Yesterday it was definitely one of those things like, oh my gosh, like, he really did that. That goose tried to take me out. And so today everything's good. I'm a little sore all right here, but I'm good. It was corny. You can't go in the house, buddy. I don't know. Actually, I know. He wants his reflection. Yeah, he said something about me being teary. Yeah, he pulled up. I think he thought, I don't think, so I remember we were on the berm. Like I said, I don't remember a whole lot from right when it happened. I don't know where everybody else was, but I saw him in the truck pulling up, and that was when I saw him pulling up in the truck. I had already been hit, and then I was down on the ground kind of rolling, trying to get, you know, safe. And then I saw him videoing, and I think he thought I was laughing at first, and he's like, wait, Is she crying? What happened? Are you crying? And then he cut his video really quickly because he realized I was crying, and he's like, oh, she just got hit by the bird. And I thought it was so fun. That's like just the extent of like farm injuries that I end up having, are always the ones that are just like unconventional and everywhere. So it was really a good reminder that geese are very powerful little birds. So, but the geese are happy where they're at right now. They're very happy. We kept, now like I said, we've still got some ducks that we need to catch. The Muscovies were really smart when we were catching them in the pond area. They decided after about 20 minutes of us chasing them around, they decided to fly over to Kim's pond. So there's a good number of them. We still need to catch them. We're aware of that, but they're actually staying away from the pond today. So I don't know if they have like PTSD or something from yesterday. I don't know. Phoebe, leave the cat alone. Yeah, so, oh, Corny. Buddy, you have to be careful. Oh, he's gonna come over here now. I love Corny. I do not love Corny when he's got his red mean face on. I do not want to get pecked in the back. Yeah, definitely I'm on team odd injuries, odds and ends of bruises that end up everywhere. But yeah, so as to who we for sure kept, we are for sure keeping Adam or Steve, King Robbie, Susie. Susie lays eggs, but Susie, she doesn't go far with her eggs. I feel confident about being able to find Susie's eggs. What else? Robbie, Susie, Adam or Steve. There were 2 geese we weren't able to catch, and so those 2 are left, and we'll try to catch those as well. But there are 2 geese from the original group that are still here. As for the geese, we're keeping the Tito's, the 2 that we rescued. We're keeping the 2 Chinese geese because the reason we're keeping these ones are because we love having geese and they do protect from snakes, so we do want to keep some. So the 2 Chinese geese, and then their 2 babies. Since they were born here, we didn't feel good about separating them. And the last goose we're keeping is, y'all know her, I guess is Gray Goose. We call her Aunt Lydia. I guess she's Mama Lydia now. But yeah, Lydia is here too and staying, so yeah, that's what we're doing with that. I think that's all I kind of want to talk about of the chickens. I feel like I've been talking so much about it because people are just so curious about it. And I put a video out on Facebook this morning, and I hope it made sense. I also made that video after I got hit yesterday, and I was pretty dazed. There's even one part, and I will say it right here on this live, and you can go back and you can listen to it if you want to, because I think it is the funniest thing. Ellie said, unless you knew me and knew how much I edit my videos and all of that, you wouldn't know that anything was wrong. But I filmed that video for Facebook last night, and I was gonna upload it last night, but I needed to edit the video on CapCut, which normally I can get my Facebook, I can get my Facebook videos, sorry y'all, in one take. Well, last night I had a brain fart moment, or I lost my train of thought, whatever it is, and I mentally told myself, okay, when you go inside, get your YouTube video uploaded. Hi, Phoebe. When you get that uploaded and all that, make sure you edit this in CapCut, because you can't edit it in iMovie like you do for your YouTube videos, so make sure you edit this in CapCut. And for some reason last night I was just exhausted. We had a long day, towards the end of the night, wasn't feeling great. Not feeling great today. I feel like some allergens blew in. I took a Zyrtec and it's not really doing much. I feel like I sound okay, but wasn't feeling good, so went to bed pretty early. And then I got up this morning and I was like, oh, what am I gonna post today? You know, what's she gonna do? And I saw my Facebook video. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do this. I can reply to comments since I'm awake, you know, all of those things. And I posted it forgetting that, hey, you're supposed to edit this. And if you go and watch the video, it's just a little funny tidbit. It's nothing like serious. Like I said, I did get hit in the head yesterday by a goose, so a little dazed. Even Ellie will tell you, if you ask him, he'll tell you that I was just kind of like not good the rest of the evening. We even contemplated, if you have a concussion, how serious like is it? We don't think I have a concussion, but it was like, if you did have a concussion, are you able to go to sleep? Because I immediately got really tired, and we had gathered that it was just like, oh, it's not actually bad, you just got your bell rung. Because he's like, do you hear ringing? And I'm like, I did when it immediately happened, but not anymore. He's like, okay, I think you just got hit really hard. And so I was dazed and tired and all of that, just on top of the mental fatigue from this past week. And if you go watch the video, towards the end, I think it is literally like within the last minute, I'm talking about how I said something about geese, and then I'm talking about how we should have done better with the way that we tried to reduce the number of the ducks, like we should have had a plan. And then all of a sudden I say something like, and I think there's a great number, and then I totally blanked, like I had no idea what I was gonna say next. And so normally when that happens, I cut the video and then I start the video over from the last thought that I remember, and I go from there. No, this time I did not do that. I sat there in silence, probably no longer than 5 seconds. But when you edit your videos and you watch yourself and you notice things that aren't perfect and all of that, and you're nitpicky perfectionist like I am, you notice those things. And I just sat there and I'm like, oh my gosh. I went silent, never finished my thought, and just was like, okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you next time with another one. Bye friends. And it is just, you would have to go watch the Facebook video and watch the end to see it happen. I just thought that that was kind of a funny tidbit of the repercussions of yesterday. I thought it was hilarious when I showed Ellie. He just looked at me and he was laughing. He's like, oh my gosh. I was like, does this look bad? Like, do I need to take it down? Are people gonna think like something's wrong with me? Because at that point, nobody knew what had happened, you know? Maybe people just, are people gonna think like something's wrong with me? And he's like, no, I don't think it sounded bad at all. You just looked, you probably just seemed confused, or that you lost your train of thought really, really badly. And I was like, yeah, that is exactly what happened. And I even tried to try to say something else, and you could just even hear me mumble in the video a little bit like, So yeah, if you wanna get a little laugh and laugh off of my awkwardness, there you go. Let's see, I missed some comments. Where is my ring? I'm assuming you mean my engagement ring and my Aggie ring. I don't wear them outside. You know, my engagement ring, very, very precious to me. I'm not like a possessions kind of person, you know, like a materialistic with a lot of things, but with my ring and like my engagement ring, my Aggie ring, and my charm bracelet, I am. And so I don't wear that unless we're going out. And actually, something I can tell you this, as a woman, even if I'm with Ellie, I try not to wear my ring out a whole lot anyways, depending on where we're going. Obviously, if we're going to, like, he's gonna get me. Courtney, stop. Depending on where we're going, like if we're going into town to go run errands, I don't really wear it, because as a woman, this is just gonna be kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like people, I don't want to like bring attention to this, but I feel like people, if they're gonna rob you or anything like that, they kind of, they see what you're wearing, what you look like. You know, if you see my engagement ring, I'm not gonna lie, it looks expensive, you know? And so if somebody was ever going to rob me or try something, I try not to dress. My Aggie ring is pure gold, and it's big and flashy high, and you can see it. And I think people that no Aggie rings. They associate it with, like, I feel like a lot of people, if you know A&M, you know that it's a very expensive college to go to. And then you see the ring, and if you see, now I don't have a ring wrap on mine. A ring wrap is just a wrap of diamonds. They're not cheap, y'all. And the ring really wasn't that expensive. It wasn't cheap, but it really wasn't expensive. But I feel like you see it and it looks more expensive than you are. And if I have those on in tandem, and then you see me carrying around my purse, or I don't carry a purse, I just carry a wallet. But if you see me carrying my wallet, you see I have an iPhone. If you see what car I'm driving, you know, people can then make assumptions, and I would hate to make myself a walking target, you know? And that's not something I talk about a whole lot, because it is kind of sad, you know, that that's something you kind of have to be aware of as a woman. And I kind of learned these lessons. It's a lot safer now that I have a fiance, I'm an adult. I don't have to be out at night, depending on, like, when I was in college, I had some night classes, and so I had to go out. But now I don't have to do that anymore. And so I kind of learned that lesson when I went off to college, in College Station, being alone, that especially when you're driving alone, to be extra careful. You know, all the things you tell your kids when you're getting gas, make sure you're going to a reputable gas station, make sure you're looking in your area. I always, if I'm alone, if I happen to be alone, I put my key in between my fingers. And then if you're anytime you go into a store, this might seem like crazy paranoid, but it is something I'm aware of. There was somebody who got their Achilles slashed with a razor blade underneath their car when they were trying to go get into their car. It was a girl, and that was how they caught her. I don't know the full story. I just remember it happened a long time ago, and my mom told me, like, hey, this happened. And so I'd be sure before I get to my car to kind of look underneath the car, see if there's anything suspicious. You know, I don't bend over in the parking lot, make a big scene, but I just kind of feel it from a distance before I get to the car, you know. Always watching your surroundings. And then I also just don't wear my rings when I'm outside. There's just too much room for messing them up. That reminds me, I do need to go. Thank you for whoever asked about my rings. I have to go to Deerbrook Mall to go get my 6-month service on them. So thank you for reminding me about that. Definitely appreciate that. I saw somebody asked about the peacocks. We are keeping the peacocks. That is just going to be something we just have to clean up after, you know, and that's okay. It's a farm. To some extent, there will be times when you just have to clean up, and so that's okay. I get great joy from the peacocks. Hi, Piggles. So if that means I have to clean up after them a little bit more, yeah. I will say though, the ducks and the peacocks and the geese in the last 3 months haven't been pooping in the water. So I'm not as worried about with the peacocks and the remaining geese like that. They haven't been pooping in the water. They've really been staying over by the pond, which is ideal. We would rather them over there than over messing in where the babies eat or anything like that, you know. So, oh, Piggles. No. Oh, we found a... How did you get that out of the trash can? He just got a feed bag out of the trash can. BB, don't chase the guineas. All right, though. Y'all see, all right, though. What is that? What is that? Your girl can't talk. All right, friends. They're still going. I know, Chia. I know. I have got to go do chores. The sun is starting to set. I'm going to lose some daylight very, very, very quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and go hop on those chores and get those done. I enjoyed chatting with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all got some updates if you were unclear about some things. But yeah, I'm starting to pick up videoing a little more. Obviously, it is a very hard time right now, and our main focus is our babies right now. So just keep that in mind. But I'm here and slowly starting to get back into videoing. So I'll catch y'all next time with another one. Bye, friends.